what does every NBA team need going into the NBA draft next week? I'm going to be doing 2 videos on this. The first one being on the Eastern Conference teams, second one being on the Western Conference teams, because doing all 30 in one video is a lot. So without further ado, let's get into the Eastern Conference teams. The Atlanta Hawks, they need therapy for whoever sat through Game 6 of the first round, just beginning to end. I would genuinely be broken watching them lose that badly in the win or go home game. They lost by 50. So how do they fix this? I say they go Yaxel Lendeborg at the 8th overall spot to get a very quality forward. He won a national championship this year with Michigan. And then at the 23rd overall spot, I just go best point guard available on the board, because if they can get someone to replace Trae Young long term, like, yes, CJ McCollum was great, but he's 34. Let's face it, how much longer is he going to be in the league? The Boston Celtics need somebody who can play center instead of Neemias Queta and Luka Garza, because they are good, but they can do a lot better for the NBA. Something that could be worth watching is Mitchell Robinson's contract for the Knicks is expiring this year. Do they want to try and pursue him? The Lakers and Rockets have been rumored to also be in the sweepstakes for Mitchell Robinson. So something to keep an eye on. The Brooklyn Nets need just about anyone willing to go to Brooklyn. They have some okay pieces to build around with Michael Porter Jr. and Nick Claxton, but they aren't going to win a title with that core. They have the 6th overall spot to at least become a respected team, potentially. So I would keep an eye on that, see who they pick. And so the Brooklyn Nets could potentially just start getting back on the road. The Cleveland Cavaliers need somebody who can play point guard next to Donovan Mitchell. They tried the James Harden experiment, and honestly, it was a bit of a failure in the playoffs. They got to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time without LeBron James on the roster, but they ended up getting swept by the Knicks before going to the finals. And they had that whole thing with their coach saying they were analytically up 2-1, which was just genuinely blasphemous. So something to keep an eye on. DeJounte Murray could be on the move. Also, they could be trading him for Jaylen Brown. So if they're willing to move him for a Jaylen Brown trade potentially, I have a shorter video going into more detail on that. But if he's potentially on the move, maybe the Cavaliers could jump into the DeJounte Murray sweepstakes. So the Charlotte Hornets, they need somebody who can play the center next to Ryan Kalkbrenner, or they can go with a perimeter shooter if they want to really stretch out the floor with LaMelo Ball, Count Kneppel, and their potential 3rd high-quality shooter. They have a low teens pick, so they have the option to just go with a great shooter. And honestly, I like what they're building over in Charlotte. They were the 10 seed, they made the play-in, but they've still got a long way to go before going to the playoffs for real. Chicago Bulls need somebody that can play along Josh Giddey and Matas Buzelis as in the draft. They have the 4th overall pick, so they can get Caleb Wilson if they want out of North Carolina. They also have the 15th overall pick. I honestly don't know why they didn't keep Kobe White. He's 26. Giddey and Buzelis are 25 and 23. I would have liked to see them keep Kobe White. He averaged 15 a game this year, and he's a complement to the offense as a perimeter threat. I mean, would you want to have seen the Bulls keep Kobe White? Comment that down below. The Detroit Pistons need somebody on the offense not named Cade Cunningham who can be consistent in the playoffs. Jalen Duren and Tobias Harris were good. Duncan Robinson was also a good complement. But as far as the playoffs, Harris and Duncan Robinson were both inconsistent, and Jalen Duren was just genuinely underwhelming as hell. So if they can get somebody who can perform on the bright lights, I think that would be helpful for them. Something to keep an eye on, Jared McCain. I think that could be a good move for the Pistons. So he's a quality scorer, averaged 20 on the OKC Thunder off the bench. So it's something that I think could help them. The New York Knicks need to keep their bench deep. It's going to be hard to do, though, because Karl-Anthony Towns has a $57 million cap hit. So, like I said with the Pistons, I think Jared McCain could be a good target for them as well, because then they'd have 3 or 4 quality three-point shooters coming off the bench between Alvarado, McBride, Shamet. Now they would add McCain. I think Jordan Clarkson and some draft compensation could be a quality package for both sides, because Jordan Clarkson would bring some playoff experience to OKC. Not that they need it, but he's an experienced veteran, NBA all-time leader in bench points. and Jared McCain would bring more playoff experience to the Knicks after they just won. And honestly, I think that would be a quality move if they don't keep Mitchell Robinson. The Miami Heat, they need to figure out whether they're trying to rebuild or if they're trying to become a contender. They have the avenue available to go both ways because they have Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and plenty of other players, so they can try and put together a package for Giannis, or they can just trade Bam Adebayo for as many draft picks as they can. Neither one would really be bad because they're in a unique position where they can try to rebuild or they can just try to become a contender if they want to go for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Speaking of the Bucks, they need to figure out if they actually are going to trade Giannis or not. Personally, I think they should. They're not really a championship contending team. They can build around Miles Turner. I don't see why they haven't traded him already. Everyone and their dog knows that Giannis Antetokounmpo is not going to be a Milwaukee Buck by the start of the season. Just get it over with and get all the suspense out of the way. The Toronto Raptors need to get a younger center than Jakob Poeltl, and even though he's good, he's getting older, so if they can get somebody who's a quality center at the 19th overall pick, I think that would be helpful for their roster. They have a young core to build around with Scotty Barnes, Jamal Shead, RJ Barrett, and Brandon Ingram. So they got players to build around. I just think they need to get a younger center to really push this team over the top and get to a deep playoff run. The Philadelphia 76ers, they need a more stable center rotation because Joel Embiid is good. When he is healthy, he is an MVP candidate, but he hasn't been healthy for God only knows how many years now. And Andre Drummond and Adem Bona are quality centers off the bench, but when Embiid inevitably gets injured, they're now the starter and second, which is a bit questionable. Also, I like what they're building with VJ Edgecombe, Dominic Barlow, and Tyrese Maxey. I think that's a quality big three to build around whenever Embiid inevitably gets medically retired. So I like what they're building over in Philly. They could be a contender for the next few years. The Washington Wizards, they've won the AJ Dubasta sweepstakes. So I think they go with AJ Dubasta. No real debate there. And I like what they're building with Trae Young and Anthony Davis, even though he's injured. But they do have Alex Sarr. So that's a quality front court between Sarr and AJ Dubasta that they're going to have. Unless they just decide to do some absolutely criminal stuff and not take AJ Dubasta. The Orlando Magic need a consistent perimeter threat who can ideally also be a point guard because Anthony Black is good, but he's not quite the best point guard overall. So if they can get somebody who can shoot the three consistently to complement Paolo Banchero, then I think that'll be helpful for them. Because also Desmond Bane is a good three-point shooter, but he's also inconsistent. The Indiana Pacers need to hope and pray that sending a lottery pick for Ivica Zubac was the right move. They essentially sent him to the Clippers for a 5th overall pick, which I really don't understand why. Jay Huff was a quality center, so why are you giving up a 5th overall pick for the same position? If they win a title with Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, Nembhard, Ivica Zubac, and Jay Huff, I'll fully own that, but I don't think it's going to happen. So that's it for the Eastern Conference teams. Let me know what you want to see with the Western Conference teams. Drop a comment down below if you like the video.